Anthony Williams writes, what is your favorite Harry Potter movie? Mine is Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Mine is the third one, Prisoner of Azkaban. That's the one Alfonso Cuarón did. That was the first one, because I actually thought the first two were pretty boring, and I was ready to kind of forget the franchise. And after I saw that, it brought me back in. So what about you guys?
I'm going to chime with you because I just watched the third one again like 2 weeks ago. It's such a fantastic film. And not that the first two Harry Potters were bad. They were done by Chris Columbus. Yeah. They were just a little baby style for me. Like, I was like, oh, little kids stuff, you know, that's cool. And then the third one was like, you know, Gary Oldman, Sirius Black, freakish monsters. It was really fun. So that is definitely my favorite one.
Aaron?
As a non-fan of the franchise, I don't have a favorite. Sorry.
Which one do you least like? Or least hate, I mean.
Probably Deathly Hallows.
Okay.
That one, yeah.
All right, what's the next question?
All right, Anthony's got another question. He says, what actor/actress do you feel deserved an Oscar nomination that didn't receive one?
Oh, that one's tough. Do you guys have any ideas? Because I know for actors, I have Michael B. Jordan and Tom Hanks. Right. But on the women's side, I'm not too sure.
I think Casey Affleck.
Oh, for the men's side.
Yeah, for Out of the Furnace.
He was great.
I'm really surprised.
For women, let me think. They got Cate Blanchett. She definitely deserves the Oscar, but I don't know. I'm feeling stumped right now with these live viewer questions. So let's ask another one, and I'll have time to think of the answer to the other.
All right, we'll get back to that one. Do you have another question, Ashley?
I sure do. Jonathan Rivera says, hey, AMC, in this day and age, will we see more villain-driven movies like Chronicle and Maleficent?
I think so, but not so much where like they're 100% evil, but the kind of backstory like a Chronicle or Maleficent, or if anyone's seen the play Wicked, where they try to explain how they turned evil so that they were good in the beginning. I don't know about if any movies are going to start off with just the villain.
Yeah, we have a couple coming out.
Which
That's
one?
what Sony's doing with the Sinister Six. So I think we're definitely going to see this happening in the future. It's a trend that is really having a moment right now, and with Sony going that direction with Spider-Man, after we see the fourth movie being made, I think we can definitely count on seeing a lot of villain-driven movies, and I'm kind of excited for that. Personally, I love Spider-Man villains. They're my favorites because of reasons that you kind of established before, that they're not all straight bad guys. They're usually a good or normal person that ends up turning bad due to a series of unfortunate events. So I can't wait to see these movies happen.
Yeah, I'd like to see a MODOK standalone movie, and that's all I've got to say about that.
With the Spider-Man villains, though, I almost feel like Sony is kind of pushed in a corner to do that because they don't own any other properties, and that's the only way that they can go.
I think it's a smart move for them, though, because all of those villains do have great stories, and they're really interesting characters. So I think it's a great way for them to be creative and utilize the different characters that they do have the ability to put into a movie.
All right. Another question?
Yes. Ishmael Musa writes, do you think Tarantino would be a good match for writer-director for a Deadpool movie? Love the show.
Oh,
Aaron?
I'm wearing my Deadpool
Aaron?
shirt, guys! Yeah! I love this question. Actually, I think that's an amazing suggestion. I would love to see him do that, but I also think that the Deadpool property is in really good hands right now. I think director Tim Miller, who is incredible, and his background in FX, I mean, I've seen the test footage, you guys. I've seen their Rip-O-Matic. The Deadpool movie is going to be awesome in the hands it is currently in with Dark Trick. So I'm going to say that. Although I love the fact that I'd love to see a Tarantino spin on it as well, I have complete faith in the team that has it right now.
Schnepp?
Yeah, I would definitely not want to see Tarantino do it, but mainly because he said that out of his own mouth. He said he would never want to do a superhero movie. He just writes his own stuff, and that's what I'd rather see him do, is his own original movies. So I would not want to see him adapt any superhero films ever. So.
I think it would be a great fit, you know, especially with the dialogue and the action with swords, and I thought he did a great job with Kill Bill. But I agree with you. I don't think he's ever going to do a superhero movie.
And right now, the Deadpool script is written by Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, who did Zombieland and G.I. Joe Retaliation, and they're super funny, talented guys with a real passion for the project and a great understanding of the character, and it could not be in better hands right now. I'm telling you, this movie needs to be made. Fox, you guys need to make Deadpool.
All right. Another question?
David Vasquez writes, "Hey, sons and daughters of AMC, love the show. Do you think Hollywood will ever make an Ultraman movie?"
I don't think so. I mean, Ultraman is such a... I know who he is, and people in Japan know who he is, but he's just not well known here. And also his... I don't know, how silly is that character in today's setting? You know, imagine Ultraman showed up in like a Godzilla movie and he fought Godzilla. It'd be too silly. How about
I hate silly movies.
Aaron?
I do. Well, this coming from the girl that wants to see a Plastic Man stand alone. I think there's definitely room for silly movies in Hollywood right now. I wouldn't rule it out completely.
I wouldn't rule it out either. I think that if they took a Pacific Rim style approach to Ultraman, I think it could be adapted quite well, and you just have to close the door on the 35 different Ultraman suits, and you have to reopen it in a different way. You know, I would love to see someone try to make an Ultraman movie. I would go see it. I don't know if it would be good, but someone has to reimagine it. You know.
All right, what's next?
Oscar Armendariz writes, "Who is going to be the next leader of Sinister Six, Green Goblin or other villain we have not seen let in a Spider-Man movies?"
I mean, isn't it supposed to be Doc Ock in the comic books? I think Doc Ock is supposed to be the main guy, but it's weird because they're not going to introduce him either till the end of this upcoming one or the next one. So my guess is Green Goblin is going to be the leader. Schnepp, what do you think?
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, the actual Harry Osborn as Green Goblin. You know, I don't think Doc Ock is going to lead it. In the second one he'll be a scientist at Oscorp. You know, yeah, I would go with Green Goblin.
Aaron?
I would say with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 not even out yet, we still got a couple months for that one, and we have 2 additional movies after that as well. It's way too early to tell, and I think that decisions will be made in that process of time. I don't think that they know right now because they want to play up who is the most popular villain. I think they're going to choose the one that we love to hate, and I think that'd be in their best interest. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.